Okay, hello guys, hi everyone. Hello. Finally it started. Okay, can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Am I visible? Am I audible? Am I visible? Am I audible, Janta? Hello, 15 minutes delay. Yeah, sorry for the delay. It was just a miscommunication that happened. So, we're so sorry for the delay. Delayed, yeah, I'm so sorry for the delay. Yes, we can have certificate with 200 coin. Okay, so guys, the certificate wala part. Okay, so certificate kaise, how you will get the certificate and how you will get the enrollment link and all those things, that is going to happen uh, after the session. Okay, that is going to happen after the session. Okay, so first I'll take the session and then they'll Let's Upgrade team will tell you how to get the certificate for this. Okay, yeah, certificate will be there, but first we'll take the session. And hi Loki edits. First we'll take the session and then we will get to know that how we can get the certificate part. Okay, also the certificate link, the registration link and attendance link is sab kuch link is in description, so you can see, right? It's in the pin description box, so you can see over there, right? Registration link and certificate link is there. Okay, hello, come with Pintu. Hello, hi. Happy to see you again. Me too, Loki. Happy to see you again from my side also. Okay, yeah. So let's not do any more delays. So let's start with the session, that is HTML and CSS. Voice not clear, guys? Is my voice clear? Yeah, this session will be recorded and you will find this session always on the YouTube. Okay, guys, is my voice clear? Is my voice clear to everybody? Am I audible? Am I clear? Jai Hind, Jai Hind, bhai, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Okay, so perfect. So let's start with the session. Let me share my screen first. Okay, share my screen, entire screen. The screen I will share. Okay, so guys, is my screen visible? Cool. Happy to see you. Thank you. Okay, cool. So, first of all, HTML and CSS. Why do we need this? Why do we need HTML and CSS, guys? Why do we need HTML and CSS? Anybody? Why do we need to learn HTML and CSS? Yes, you can register after the session. Yes, you can register the attendance after the session. No worries. Anybody, guys? Why do we need HTML and CSS? Why do we need to learn HTML and CSS? Why do we need to learn HTML and CSS? We have many other things in the market now. We have JavaScript, sorry, we have React, we have Angular, we have many other things for front end. But why HTML and CSS? To create web pages. So web pages, so we can create with React as well. We can create with Angular as well, Vue.js, Next.js. We can create we can use any of these technologies to create a website now. To design website, it basic. Yes. So basically, HTML and CSS. When it comes to HTML, CSS, and also JavaScript, it is the basics, right? Those are the basics. Those are the basics of front end. Okay, so if you need to make a website, if you need to make a web page, if you need to make a web app, right, you need to know the basics first, right? So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all these things are basics. Okay, these are basics, so we need to learn these. We need to, that is the must. Okay, that is the must thing that you should know if you are going to be a web developer. Okay, so that's why we need to learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Also, there is one big reason that right now, as of now, in today's world, in today's date, right, what is happening? Browser does not understand any other thing but only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? It only understands HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, nothing else. Browser does not know what is React. Browser does not know what is Angular. Browser does not know what is Vue.js. Browser does not know what is Next.js, right? Browser don't know any of these things, right? The only thing that browser know is what is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so that's why That's why, as of now, we don't have any alternative to these things, any alternative to HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So that's why these three fundamentals, like we call it as a fundamental, right? Web fundamentals, right? We call it as a web fundamentals. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is web basics, or we call it as a web fundamentals. Okay. Is it easy to use? Yes, it is very easy to use. It is very easy to use. Okay. So now the reason, I guess, you should always know the reason that why we are studying something, right? If we are studying something, then why we need that, why we need to study that for the UI interface. Yes, exactly, for UI interfaces also. Now when we start learning the HTML and CSS, there is one important thing that we do, which is I'll make a new file, and the name of the file will be index.html. Do you know this file, index.html file? That is the first file that we create when it comes to the HTML. Okay, let me first brief about the 3 day session. So what we are going to do in these 3 days, today we will understand HTML only. Okay, today we will cover only HTML part. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we would be covering the CSS part. Okay, today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, we would be covering HTML and CSS, all the three things, right? And yeah, that's it. Okay, so now what will happen, we'll first create a HTML file. Okay, the file, the name which is here, it can be anything. The name can be anything, right? This name can be anything. It can be hello, it can be like any name, right? It can be any name, but the extension should always be HTML, right? The extension is important. Okay, so it's not necessary to be index.html over here. You can keep any name of your choice, you can keep any name of your want. Okay, but the extension should be HTML, so that browser should know that okay, this is the HTML file that you are going to load on the browser. And once the browser knows that okay, this is the file that you have to run, so browser only understand this .html file, nothing else. Okay, now what I am doing now, rather than writing the whole code from scratch, I would be using a boilerplate. So what you have to do, you guys can also try it on your laptops. You have to just press exclamation mark. Okay, just press this exclamation mark, right? Just write down this exclamation mark and hit enter. So when you put exclamation mark and you hit enter, you will get a predefined code, right? You will get a predefined code which we call as a boilerplate. Okay, so what is this? What is this predefined code known as? This is known as boilerplate. Okay, what is this known as? Boilerplate. Okay, so all you have to do is just press the exclamation mark. Okay, just press the exclamation mark and hit enter. You will get this boilerplate. Okay, now what is this boilerplate? So basically it is a predefined code that we always used to write, right? That is must. I can say, right? That is recommended, rather. That is not must, but I will say that is recommended. Okay, and inside this, if I'll write say hello, world. Okay, inside this, if I write hello world, and if I go live, so what, guys, do one thing. From your extensions, click on here extensions. Okay, click on this extension parts. Okay, and search for live server. Okay, you will get this live server. Okay, you will get this live server, and please install this live server from your extensions in your VS Code. Please make sure that this live server is installed in your PC, so that you and I are on the same page. Okay, we need this live server wala. It's a basic class. Yes, it's a basic class. It's from basic. Okay, so you need this live server. Okay, please install this live server from extensions over here, right? यहाँ पे extensions मिलेगा, यहाँ से जाकर के you need to install this live server. Now comes index.html part, and index.html, if you have installed the live server, you are going to see this go live over here. Go live दिख रहा होगा नीचे, right? Okay, let me do it like this. Wait, yeah, अब दिखेगा. So can you see this go live? Now, right? Is go live पे you have to click, right? When you will click this go live, right, your code is going to run. your code will be open in your browser. As you can see over here, my code is open in my browser, right? And here, if I have written hello world, so you can see hello world over here, right? So whatever you will write over here, you will see that on your browser. See? Okay, perfect. I guess it should not be any problem now, right? So now my first question to you guys, okay? My first question to you guys, that I have to always write within this body tag, right? I have to always write within this body tag. Okay, yeah, I can speak Hindi and English. Okay, I'll go both. No worries. Okay. So always we used to write our code inside this body tag. But what if I remove all these predefined code? What if I remove all this predefined code and then I write something, right? Now suppose if I have written this, what do you think? Will this be visible? Will this be visible on your browser or not? Will hello be visible on your browser or not? Sarvesh, if attendance link is not working, maybe after the session, Let's Upgrade team will connect and will give you the solution part. Okay. Yes, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Will this hello be visible on the browser or not? No. How many of you are saying no? Yes, no, yes, no. How many of you are saying no? Not visible. No. Guys, it will be visible. See, it will be visible. If I reload, see, it is visible, right? It is visible. Now, if I make any changes, over here, if I save this, if I come here and if I reload this, see, it is visible. It is visible. Definitely, it is visible. जिनको नहीं दिख रहा, do a reload. You need to reload. Then it will be visible. And if I do any more changes over here, will that be visible? Yes, everything will be visible, right? Means I can say that I don't need to write this much code. Means this much code is not mandatory, right? अभी आ रहा हूँ y पे भी I am also coming to y, right? I am also coming to y also. Means this code is not worth it, right? मैं ये कह सकता हूँ ना, I can say that this code is in vain. Why we are writing this code, right? Why we need to write this code then? If my code is working, if my output is visible without this code, then why we are writing this code? HTML always show return things even. Exactly, Gino, exactly. So just remember one thing, guys. Just remember one thing. HTML will never show you the error, right? But sir, HTML have certain syntax. Exactly. HTML has certain syntax, but we need to know that why this is important, why this syntax is important. We need to know that as well, right? Why these syntax is important, right? We need to know that as well, right? So what happens? First of all, let me tell you one thing. Please make sure that you know this thing by heart, okay? That HTML will never ever in your life give you the errors. HTML errors nahi dega. On the other hand, HTML might not give you the desired output as well. ये तो डेफिनेटली HTML will never give you error, right? ये तो पक्का HTML कभी आपको errors नहीं देगा. But on the other hand, if you have done any mistake, right, HTML will not give you the desired output as well. Remember this point. Okay, now let us come to this part. Why this is important? First of all, if it is important, why it was working without this. So first of all, let me tell you that this is not mandatory at all, right? Writing this structure is not at all mandatory. But now the second thing, will it affect anything? No. In terms of styling, in terms of output, it will not affect anything. But when it comes to your SEO, right? When it comes to your SEO, search engine optimization, when it comes to your, I can say, braining part, right? When it comes to your logical part, right? When it comes to some ranking your website, it will definitely affect there. Okay, in terms of CSS, in terms of visibility, output visibility, right, it will not affect anything. But when it comes to ranking your website, when it comes to SEO boosting, right, it is definitely going to affect there. So that is why it is important, because at the end of the day, I want my website to get ranked, I want my website to be visible on the top, right? So that's why we need to write all these things. That's why this structure is recommended. Again, it is not mandatory, but it is recommended. बात समझ में आई? इतना क्लियर है? इतना क्लियर है? Right? Okay. Now comes that. Okay. Now tell me. Yeah, I know, Rak. I know that talking in Hindi will be more interactive, but we have many people, those who don't understand Hindi, so I need to go in English. But I'll try to go bilingual as well. No worries. Okay, Rak. I know, even I do explain in Hindi very well, right? But again, so the first thing was like what I have explained. Yeah, of course you can drink water, buddy. Of course you can drink water. Okay, so basically what I have explained till now, that this structure which I have written over here is not mandatory at all. This structure which I have written is not mandatory at all, but is also recommended. Why it is recommended? Because if we are not writing this structure, it will affect your SEOs, it will affect your website ranking and all those things, right? Right. So that's why this structure is recommended. Now tell me one thing. What do we guys can have on a website? Yeah, or maybe I can say what we all see on a website. What we guys see on a website. अभी हम website पे क्या क्या देखते हैं? Website पे हम क्या क्या देखते हैं? What we see on a website. So, what all things we see on a website? Headings, right? We see headings, we see subheadings, right? We see headings, we see subheadings, we see paragraphs, images, videos, audios, or links, buttons, and good morning तो नहीं हो रहा buddy, good evening हो रहा है. Titles की spelling, titles and header, right? Footer. Then we see navigation bar, or I can say nav bar. What else do we see? Tables. टेबल की स्पेलिंग क्या होती है? ऐसे होती है, इग्नोर. लिस्ट, राइट? और व्हाट एल्स डू वी सी? आइकन्स, राइट? एग्जैक्टली. हाइपरलिंक्स, मैंने लिंक्स लिख दिया, राइट? सो व्हाट आर दीज? All these things. What are these? These are inputs. Yes, again, inputs. I can take inputs as well. Inputs. What else? Right? So what are these? All these are my tags. यही तो tags है HTML के. That's it. यही तो tags है. What's your qualification? बड़ी क्या करोगे क्वालिफिकेशन जान के? नॉलेज ले लो, that is enough, right? Take knowledge, that is enough. What is keyframe? We'll come to keyframe. Rahul will come to keyframe, I guess on third day. Okay, we'll come to keyframe on third day. Section, form, semantic tags, exactly. All these things, यही तो tags हैं. These are nothing but tags. Heading क्या है? This is a tag, right? What is heading? A tag. Okay. इसको क्या हो गया? यहाँ पे आ जाओ. हाँ. Heading is a tag. Subheading के लिए भी we have tags, right? Paragraph is a tag. Images is a tag, video is a tag, audio is a tag, link is a tag, button is a tag, title tag, header tag, footer tag, navbar tag, tables tag, list tag, inputs tag, icons, icon का भी tag होता है क्या? हाँ, I guess होता है, yes. But नहीं, icons को अभी नहीं लिखते, right? Drop down again. So all these things, what all you see on your HTML is nothing but a tag. Got it? Got it? Got it? These are the tags. Now tell me किसको tags नहीं पता? I guess everybody knows the tag. I guess everybody know tags. Right? जो आप divisions कह रहे हो, division is also a tag. Right? Division is also a tag. Right? अरे यार ठीक है भाई, spelling यार छोड़ना spelling को यार, क्या करेगा? Right? So all these are your HTML tags. Right? All these are your HTML tags. Now what happens? Now what is HTML की definition? Right? You miss forms. ठीक है यार, form भी ले लो बस. Forms, okay? ले लो. Form is also a tag. और बताओ, और कुछ क्या भाई करना? ठीक है भाई, बस. हाँ, section is also a tag. Section is also a tag. Yes. Okay. Okay. Footer means what, sir? Footer. अभी मैं समझाऊंगा. Right? So now, then what is HTML? Then what is HTML? Understand this thing very carefully. So HTML is nothing but the collection of elements, right? Now see, HTML, when it comes to HTML, what is HTML? So HTML is collection of elements, right? HTML is a collection of elements, right? Now what is elements? I'll tell you this thing again. What is element? No, अरे hypertext markup language से ऊपर उठ जाओ जनता. Hypertext markup language से ऊपर उठ जाओ. Okay. So HTML is nothing but the collection of elements. Now what is elements? Elements is collection of text and tags. Right? Item is collection of text and tags. Now tags क्या है? Tags, we can have two types of tag, that is opening tag and closing tag, right? So we have HTML. HTML is collection of elements, and elements is collection of text and tags. In tags we can have opening and closing tag. Okay ji? Is it fine? Now let me give you an example. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, now suppose we have let's write here. As I told you, now let's talk about heading tags. Okay, let's talk about heading tag. Now for heading tag we have, let's talk about heading tag. Okay, heading tag. So if I talk about heading tag, we have a h1 tag, right, which is hello. So if I write hello over here in h1 tag, so it will be visible as this. See, you can see this as a heading. It's a big, it's bold, right? It's big, it's bold, right? So it's a heading. It's a heading kind of a thing, right? Now also I said that we have heading and we have subheadings as well, right? We can have one main heading and we can have some subheadings. Also we can have subheadings, right? All these things can be there. So for subheadings we have many more tags. Like we have a h2 tag, right, which is like this. We have a h3 tag, which is like this. We have a h4 tag also, which is like this. We have a h5 tag also, which is like this, and we have a h6 tag also, which is like this, right? So now what is the difference, right? So there are 6 types of HTML heading tags, right? There are 6 main types of HTML heading tags, from starting from h1 and ending at h6. Okay, so there are 6 h1 tags. six heading tags h1 to h6, and let me show you the difference of all these. Can you see a difference? This is my h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 and h6 tag. Okay, so this is what your difference looks like, okay, in all the six heading tags. Now suppose what if I put a h7 tag also. What if I put a h7 tag, right? What if I put h7 tag? Will it act as a normal tag, or will it act as a heading tag, or like what? How? Okay, so see, it is acting as a normal text. Now it is acting as a normal text, no difference. Okay, so if you put, see, h7 tag is not any tag, right? It is not an official tag of html, right? It's a wrong tag. h7 is koi tag nahi hai, right? There is no tag by the name h7 in official documentations of HTML. There is no tags by the name h7. So first thing first, HTML is not giving you errors for this, right? If you have written something which is not the part of HTML, right? If you have used a tag which is not the part of HTML, just see, HTML is not giving you any errors, right? HTML is not giving you any errors, right? But also it is not giving you the desired output. What was my expectations? If I am using h7, I was expecting it to look like a heading tag which should be more smaller than h6, right? This was my expectations. I expected that, okay, h1 looks like this, h2 looks like this, h6 looks like this, so h7 should be more smaller in size, right? h7 will be more smaller in size than h6, but that is not the case, right? That is not the case. The h7 tag is not behaving like this. So I told you first thing first that HTML will not give you errors. On the other hand, HTML will not give you the desired output, and that's the reason I told you this thing. आया समझ में? इतना क्लियर है? Anybody? यहां तक anybody, any doubts? Anybody, any doubts? Guys, yahan tak anybody, any doubt, or should I move further? How long the session will be? Session will end at 8, and after 8 you will be having your this thing, attendance wala part and all those things, okay? But session will end at 8, okay? Okay, very very clear. Cool है. चलो आगे चलते हैं फिर. I guess heading tags are clear. So there are 6 heading tags. The first one is h1 and the last is h6. Also we have many things, right? So see, what is this h1, right? Let me tell you. This is opening tag, right? This one is opening tag. Okay, then this is content, and then this is closing tag. Okay, so it is opening tag, content, and then comes your closing tag. Clear hai? Okay ji. So this is how your tags looks like. This is how your tags looks like. Opening tag, content, and your closing tag. Okay, so this is what this, and this complete is known as element, right? This complete is known as your element. Okay, let me write that as well. Okay, so this complete is known as your element. Okay, so opening tag plus content plus closing tag is known as your element. Okay ji? Okay ji? Done hai yahan tak? Anybody, any doubt? Like, what is element? What is element? So element is the collection of opening tag, content, and closing tag, right? So element is made up of 3 things: opening tag, content and closing tags, and your HTML is made up of these elements. Your HTML is made up of these elements. Okay जी? Okay? Okay? Cool है. अब आगे चलते हैं. So that's why I write over here. That's why I have written over here that HTML is collection of elements and elements is collection of text and tags. The class is too slow. Okay, no worries. We'll make it fast. If I make it fast, you will say the class is too fast. Okay, now let's come to paragraphs. Okay, let's come to paragraphs, right? So what tag we use? What tag we use for paragraph? So there is a p tag. Okay, for paragraph we use p tag. Okay, for paragraphs we use p tags, and we'll say hello guys, this is a para. Okay, so we'll simply write hello guys, this is a para. So you can see over here that okay, hello guys, this is a para, and it's a normal text. Okay, so paragraph always gives you the normal text. Okay, paragraph always gives you the normal text. This is the normal text. And if you compare this text with any other text, suppose if I am writing some random text, okay, so hello guys, this is random text without any tag. Okay, so now what I have done, I have written something in p tag, okay, which is hello guys, this is para, and I have written something which is not in any tag, right? This is not in any tag. Okay, this line which I have written, this random line, this is not in any tag. Let us see the difference. So can you guys see any difference in these two lines? Just let me know. Can you guys see any difference in these two lines? क्या इस लाइन में कोई डिफरेंस दिख रहा है? साइज का डिफरेंस या फॉन्ट साइज का डिफरेंस? कैन यू सी एनी डिफरेंस इन दीज टू लाइन्स? In these two lines, can you guys see any difference in these two lines? No, right? No, we cannot see any kind of a difference in these two lines, right? Means I can say that if I am writing something in this p tag, right? If I am writing something in this paragraph tag, right? And if I am writing any normal text in like without any tags, if I am writing any text in paragraph tag, and if I am writing any text without any tag, they both are acting as a same thing. They both don't have any differences, right? Then why we need to write things in paragraph tag, right? If I can go ahead like this, if it is not creating any difference, then why we need to write things in this paragraph tag? First thing first, first question. Okay, let me give you the answer. We are writing things in this paragraph tag because of few reasons. The first reason is that it's easier for me to style the things, right? It's easier for me to style. अगर मेरा कुछ पैराग्राफ में है, so I can easily target and I can easily style it. Okay, I can easily style it. Also, if I am writing it in paragraph tag, see, understand this thing very carefully. Using the correct syntax, right? Using the correct structure, using the correct semantic tags. अब semantic tags क्या होते हैं? I'll explain you in a while, right? Semantic tags क्या होते हैं वो भी मैं बताऊंगा. We always have to use correct tags. We always have to use semantic tags, right? Why? Just to boost the SEO. SEO को बूस्ट करने के लिए, सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन को बूस्ट करने में ये सारी चीजें हेल्प करती हैं. Using the right tag, using the structured code, using your semantic tags, right? All these things helps you in boosting your SEO, right? That's why we need to use these kinds of tags, and that's why we prefer p tag over a statement which is not using any kind of tag. यहां तक anybody any doubt? भाई अभी तो मैं इंग्लिश में ही बोल रहा हूं, अभी तो मैं हिंदी बोला ही नहीं. I will niggle. I will cover CSS as well. Don't worry. No doubts. Piyush, if you feel that session is slow, the only thing that I can say is be patient. Like, I don't know what to say. Okay, cool. So as I told you, now there are two types of tags. Okay, as I already told you, there are two types of tags. Okay. ओके इससे पहले बाकी पे आते हैं. नाउ पैराग्राफ हो गया, राइट, हेडिंग हो गया, पैराग्राफ हो गया, सब हेडिंग्स हो गया. लेट अस नाउ गो फॉर इमेज टैग. ओके, लेट अस नाउ गो फॉर इमेज टैग. सो फॉर इमेजेस simply we have a img tag. Okay, for images we have this img tag. Okay, for images we have this img tag, and inside this img we have two attributes, which is src and which is alt. Now remember this thing, what I told you. I added a word over here called attribute. So what is attribute? So any extra information, right? Any extra information or any extra data, right, or description about the tag is known as attribute, right? So any extra information, any extra data or description about your tag, right, is known as your attribute. So over here we have this src as an attribute, this alt as an attribute. If I write something else, say hello, right? So this hello is also acting as a attribute. If I write something else, say abc, right? This abc is also acting as a attribute. I will provide the code, right? I will provide the code on GitHub. Don't worry. Just forget about everything. Just concentrate on learning abhi ke liye, okay? Abhi ke liye just concentrate on learning. Just forget about everything, okay? So this src, alt, hello, abc, what are these? These are known as your attributes. Now what is an attribute? So attribute is something which helps you in getting the extra information about the tag. Okay, this attribute helps you in getting the extra information about the tag. Okay, now that extra information can be anything. Exactly, it's a key value pair. Exactly. So attribute is a key value pair. Exactly, we have a key and corresponding to that key we have a value. Sakshi, I'm so sorry. I would love to teach in Hindi, but as of now I cannot teach in Hindi. I'm so sorry for that, because we have lots of janta and they can only understand English. So I'm so sorry for that. I'm trying to do, but I'll speak one Hindi word, and in the comment they just bombard with okay, go in English. So that's why I'm not speaking in Hindi. Again, I would love to teach in Hindi, but I cannot. I'm also bound to. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now when it comes to image, right? So as you can see over here, now see, I have a question. As you can see over here, GitHub के बारे में भी सिखा दो. Okay, Srujana, maybe you can recommend me to LetsUpgrade that. Okay, you want a GitHub session from me, I can do that, no worries. Okay, so as you can see over here, we have a paragraph opening tag, we have a closing tag, we have a opening tag, we have a closing tag, closing tag, opening tag, closing tag. हर जगह पे everywhere you will see a opening tag and a closing tag. But when it comes to your img, when it comes to your image, can you see any closing tag? Can you see any closing tag? Tell me, can you see any closing tag over here? Janta, can you see any closing tag in image? No, we cannot see any closing tag in image, right? And the images which do not have any closing tags is known as your self-closing tags, right? These are known as self-closing tags. इन्हें हम कहते हैं self-closing tags. ये सारे मेरे हैं self-closing tags. ऐसे tags जिनका कोई भी closing नहीं होता is known as your self-closing tags, and this img is a self-closing tag which do not have any closing tag. Okay जी, अब आते हैं इसके sources attributes, right? So this image has two attributes, right? This img has two attributes. This img has two attributes. One is src. So src stands for source. Okay, src stands for source, and over here we give the path of the image, right? Over here we give path of the image, right? कि मेरे पास जो image आनी है, right? The images that I need to attach on the browser. Always remember this thing. अब एक चीज हमेशा याद रखना, कभी भी never ever in your interviews, guys, remember this thing very carefully. It is very important thing. Never ever in your interviews say that you have added a image on your, you have added an image or you have added a video on your web page. Never say this thing. You can never add a video, you can never add a video, you can never add a audio, you can never add a image, right, to your web page. You can always link it. Always remember this thing. You always link a video, you always link a image, you always link a audio in your web page, right? You never add a video, you never add a video. You can say attach or you can say link, but you can never say that you have added a audio, you have added a video, you have added an image. No, that's a wrong word. Added is a wrong word over here, right? You always have to say that you have linked a video, you have linked a audio, you have linked a image. Okay, so yahan pe in src, right, in src this is known as that you are linking a video. The link to your image, right, the link to your image will come over here. Yes, you can say attach, you can say attach, right? So if I have to get a link, right, let me get a link, let me get a sample link. Okay, sample image link. इसके लेते हैं, क्यूट सा कुत्ता लग रहा है, क्यूट सा कुत्ता. हाँ जी, सो आप मेरे open image in new tab. So this is the link. I'll copy this link, okay, and we'll paste this link over here, right? So this is the link, this is the link. I have pasted the link and we will see. ये देखिए, ये आ गया. Now I got the kutta. Now I got the dog over here, right? Now I got the dog over here, right? So this thing, so in your image, the src is source, right? This is the source attribute in which you can give the link to the image, right? Now this link can be of your video. Agar video tag hai to, if you are using video tag, then you will give the video link, right? Adjust the size. Yes, we will adjust the size, right? We will adjust the size, don't worry. अरे रैक ओके, रैक एंड ये जिसके साथ भी जो भी लड़ाई चल रही है, डोंट, प्लीज उसको छोड़ दो यार, लड़ाइयों को छोड़ दो. लेट्स नॉट गो इन पर्सनल फाइट. अरे लेट्स नॉट गो इन पर्सनल फाइट. ओके, I'm not going to change the way of teaching, right? I'm not going to change the way of teaching, right? Like anybody will say, right? अगर मेरे को let's upgrade भी कहता है, if let's upgrade itself says me that okay, you have to change the way of your teaching, sorry, I'm not going to change my way of teaching. Okay, so please don't fight on this thing. Please don't fight on this thing that I have to teach in Hindi or English. Okay, I am going to teach the way I am teaching, right? Doesn't matter you guys support me, you guys don't support me, I am going to teach the same way. So please छोड़ दो, लड़ाई मत करो. Okay, now in SRC. So as I told you, SRC is nothing but you can give the link, right? You can give the link to your assets. Now that assets can be a audio, can be a video, can be a image, right? Can be a image. So you can always give that link in your SRC tag. Now then what is this ALT? Then what is this ALT, right? Then what is this ALT? Okay, what is this ALT then? This is known as alternative text. This is known as alternative text, right? Now suppose what happens. Understand this thing very carefully. Now suppose what happens कि this link is broken for some reasons. For some reasons, this link is broken. This link is not working for some reasons, right? Then what will happen? So suppose अभी के लिए सपोज मैंने ये लिंक गलत कर दिया. नाउ आई एम डेलिबरेटली मेकिंग दिस लिंक रॉन्ग. आई एम रिमूविंग दिस मच पार्ट. आई हैव मेक द लिंक रॉन्ग. आई हैव trim down the link, right? Now see what will happen. Now you are not going to see any image. Can you see any image? Can you see any image? No, you cannot see any image, right? Why? Because I have broken the link. I have deliberately broken the link. I have misbehaved with the link. So now my link is not working and my image is not present on that link. So I cannot see the link over here, right? Now I cannot see the link over here, right? Now what will happen? Now what will happen? Okay. Now if I write something here, say, hey guys, can you see this text? Okay. Now suppose I have written something over here, right? And now if I reload, अरे जा कहाँ गया? टेक्स्ट क्यों नहीं आ रहा? मैंने कुछ गलत किया क्या? What's the problem? Hello, save it. अच्छा मैंने सेव नहीं किया था क्या? Maybe. Why it is happening? Let's do this. Yeah, see, now for some reasons, if your link is not present, right? If your link is not present, then you can see the text that you have mentioned, right? If your link is not present over here, so this will act as a alternative text, right? This will act as a alternative text and will see the text. You will see that text and you will come to know that, okay, there is some problem with my link. There is some problem with my link. And because of that, I am not able to see my image. So you will come to know immediately. So this ALT is known as alternative text and this image ka SRC is known as source attribute. Is this thing clear? Yes or no? Bro, you should create a separate folder for that image. Yes, I can create a separate folder for that image. Lekin that I will do when I am going to, like when I would be telling you the difference between absolute and your relative links. Okay. So जब मैं absolute और relative links की बात करूंगा, right? Then I will do that. Okay. Yes, sir. Bro, you should not create a separate folder. I have given the answer. Anirban Ghosh. Okay, so I have given the answer that I'll do that when I will be explaining you the difference of relative and absolute unique. Then I would be using that thing. Okay. Okay. Now let's come to the next tag, which is video tag. Okay. So we have a video tag. So we don't have to save it, the image to display it. Ha. So again, Srujna. Again, to answer to that question is again the same. So we have two types of link. The first link which we take directly from the browser. So if we are taking image directly from the browser, we don't have to save that locally, right? But if we want to take an image from local storage or from our PC, then we have to save that image, right? So I'll come to that later on. I'll come to that later on. Okay, let's come to video tag. Okay, let's come to video tag. आते हैं अब अपने video tag पे. Okay जी, so video tag में क्या है? So we simply have a video tag over here. Now make sure to understand this. In video tag, this SRC attribute will not work. Earlier it used to work, but now it is not working, right? Abhi ye work nahi karega. So if in the video tag you have to use this source, right? You have to use this source tag, and inside this source tag you have to use this src attribute, and then it will work. Okay, so this is a video tag, right? And video mein we have this source tag, and inside the source tag we have this src attribute, and also we have to give this thing type. Okay, so type I can say mp4, right? mp4 slash video, we can say this type. Okay, so we have to mention this, and let's put a link. ठीक है, तो एक लिंक ले लेते हैं, sample video. Let's not download it, I don't want to download it. Open link in new tab. Kind video, ये the video. So open video in new tab. डाउनलोड ही होगी, चलो ठीक है, डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं, नो वरीज. Let's download this HTML CSS bootcamp. Here's the video. I'll save it. Okay, so I have downloaded the video, right? Here is my video. Let me rename it for once, test video. And what I will do here, I will give the path. So here I will give the path, say test.mp4. So in your video tag, you will first use video tag, then you will use source tag. In your source tag, you will use src attribute and your type attribute, and then you will give the path to your video. Okay जी, अब आते हैं अपने ब्राउजर पे, यहाँ पे देखते हैं. Can I see the video? Can I see a video now? No. Let us try one thing then. यहाँ पे if I add controls, right? Aerial controls यहाँ पे भी add कर देते हैं, or maybe I can add the controls over here, right? If I add, अरे यार come on, controls, if I add controls over here, right? Let us now see क्या work करता है. Now it is working. See, now it is working, right? अभी मेरे को कुछ तो दिखा, बोलो why it is happening. अगर मैं यहाँ पे भी डालू controls, say aerial controls I am adding over here, या aerial controls रहने देते हैं, simple सा, this controls I will put over here, right? अभी भी I can, sorry, okay, I can see a video kala that it is something which is there, right? Something is there, but I cannot play, I cannot see the video still, right? That thing we will figure it out. But just tell me one thing, why it happened. If I am removing this control over here, right? If I'm removing this control from here, I cannot see a video. If I am adding this control attribute, right? If I'm adding this control attribute, I can see the video wala part. Why this is happening? Tell me. What is ALT? I told you, Yogesh, ALT is alternative, right? It's alternative text. How to access GitHub? No idea. Okay, so why it is happening? No control is present. We cannot control the video. I cannot play pause. Exactly. So if you're not giving the controls, right? If you're not giving the controls to your video, right, then you don't have any kind of control. Say play, pause, आगे बढ़ाना, पीछे करना, volume कम ज़्यादा करना, right? You don't have any kind of control over your video. And unless and until you have a control over your video, right, the video will not be available on the screen. तो जब तक आपके controls नहीं है, right? जब तक आपके controls नहीं है, okay विष्णु, जब तक आपके controls नहीं है, right? जब तक आपके controls नहीं है, right? It will not be able to render, right? So unless and until you have the controls. Now, I have made one thing. I'm missing one thing over here, right? यहाँ पे कुछ missing है, ठीक है? जिसकी वजह से I can see a video player, but I cannot play a video, right? Something is missing, right? Due to which I can see a video player, but I cannot play the video, right? Now tell me, now it's your homework. I will ask you guys tomorrow कि इसमें क्या missing है जिसकी वजह से I cannot see the video. Okay, something is missing over here. Okay, please explain again. Okay, I will do that. Don't worry, I will do that. I will give the whole explanation once again. No worries. Right? So your homework is you need to tell me what I am missing over here जिसकी वजह से I cannot see the video. I can see the video container, I can see a video placeholder, but I cannot play or pause the video. Right? It's your homework. Now आगे चलते हैं audio tag पे. So audio tag is also same as your video tag. बस यहाँ पे audio की जगह पे video की जगह पे you will get audio, right? And in the SRC you will give part to your audio. That's it. Same, एकदम same. Sir, why source and SRC both using video tag? Shriyom, I already told you this thing. I already told you this thing that in your video tag, okay, in your video tag, if you directly mention SRC, it will not work. In your video tag, if you directly mention SRC, it will not work. Earlier, it used to work, but now in HTML5, it is not. It will not work. They have changed the syntax, right? So what you have to do, you have to mention a video and you have to wrap the video around this source, and this source can be multiple. It's not like you can have only one source, you can have many source. Okay, so uska ek use case hai. We are not coming to that use case abhi ke liye, but or let me just tell you, we can have a fallback sources. If one source is not working, or maybe if your internet is low, right, then you can have multiple sources. Uska ये रीजन है कि अगर आपका एक वीडियो का सोर्स नहीं चल रहा, तो आप यहाँ पे इसके अंदर मल्टीपल सोर्सेज दे सकते हो. अगर ये नहीं तो ये चलाओ, ये नहीं तो ये चलाओ. उसके लिए they have done like this, where you can give multiple sources. Okay, how to access in GitHub? Can you please say codes? I will upload the code in GitHub. Don't worry. No, Disha, no, that's not the case. This is fine. That's not the case. This is fine. I can do it like this also. Right? I can do it like this also. If I'm not doing like this, then this is also fine. This is correct syntax. See, okay, SRC attribute, as I told you now. So SRC attribute is source, right? I have to give the path to my video. So since this video is present in my local, machine, right? This video is present in my local machine. So I have given the local path. So this is my local path. Okay, this is my local path. Auto attribute is not missing, right? So what is this? This if we are in same folder, right? If we are in same folder, if the video and the file in which I have to use the video, if both the files in same folder, then I do by this. Then I do like this. Okay. So for if you are not understanding what is this, then I guess you need to understand Linux first. आपको पहले Linux की commands देखनी पड़ेगी, then you will understand this. Okay. So now comes your, as I told you, audio is also same. Audio is same. अब बात करते हैं link tag की, right? Now what is link tag? Okay. So for link, अरे यार ओमकार, मैंने copy paste करने को थोड़ी बोला था. I have not asked you to copy paste, na? Why you have copy pasted? Anyways, so when it comes to your link tag, okay, when it comes to your link tag, okay, so just a minute, right? So anchor tag, we have a tag, right? So we have a tag which is used for link, right? We have a tag which is used for link. Okay, so what happens is in your a tag, now this is other type of source, which is href. This is the other type of source, which is href, that is hyper reference. Okay, this is hyper reference. So in your anchor tag, right, right, we have to say that, okay, anchor tag is something where we put some links. जैसे कि, let me give you an example. I am GOOGLE Google, then I'll write say YouTube, then I'll write say Insta. Okay, so now what I'm doing over here, just see, I'm just adding some links, say google.com. Okay, अरे यार googler नहीं, google.com. I'll copy this and I will paste it over here. Then I'll come and I'll say that okay, now you have to do youtube.com. I'll copy this link and I will paste it over here. Right, likewise what I'll do, I'll say instagram.com. Right, I'll copy this and I will paste it over here. So what I have done, I have written three words: Google, YouTube, and Insta. Right, I have written three words and I have attached their respective links. I have attached their respective links. Now see what will happen. Now see what will happen. Can you see this YouTube, Insta, and can you see this YouTube, Insta, and Google? See, Google, YouTube, and Insta. यहाँ पे देख पा रहे हो? Right? Right? Can you see this? Now see what is happening if I am clicking on this blue Google. Right? If I am clicking on this Google, see what is happening. Can you see it is opening google.com? See, it is opening google.com. If I go back and if I click on this YouTube, see, it is opening youtube.com now, right? It is opening youtube.com now, right? And if I'm clicking on this Insta, it is opening instagram.com, right? So this is how you can add some other page, right? You can add any other link of any other website, right? You can add any other website link in your page. Okay, so then that is what href means. Href means hyperlink reference. Okay, href means hyperlink reference, जहां पे you add some other website का link, some other web page का link in your web page. Okay, and whenever you click the word, it will open the link which is attached to that word. यहाँ तक clear है? यहाँ तक clear है? Now we have a problem. The problem is whenever I am clicking on this link, right? This link is getting open on the same page. अगर मैं इस tab on same tab, not same page, on same tab. अगर मैं इस पे click करूं, if I click on this Google now, it will open google.com, but it will open in the same tab. See, it is opening in the same tab. Now, what I want कि whenever I am clicking on this word Google or YouTube or Insta, it should open the link, but it should open the link in a different tab. How I can do that? See, I'll just simply use one attribute, which is target. Right? I'll use target and I'll say underscore blank. So if I am writing target underscore blank, right, what it will do, so it will open a link in a new tab. See, ये देखो, ये नया tab में आया, ये मेरा खुला हुआ है यहाँ पे document. In the new tab, my Google is open, right? Let me close all the tabs. Let me close all the other tabs, right? Now see, I'll click on this Google. See, it has opened a new tab, right? It has opened a new tab. I'll click on YouTube. It is opening on a new tab, right? How can we go on one page to another page by using a reference tag? So, Disha, what you will do, you will create two HTML pages, right? You will create two HTML pages and you will link both the pages. That's it. You will link both the pages. That's it, right? Okay. So, ये हो गया. And if I go Insta, it is opening Insta in the new tab. Let me tell you how you can link two HTML pages. Okay. Let me make a new HTML file. index2.html and इस पे I will write and I'll say index2 hello, right? So now see what will happen. Again, I will add another link and over here what I will do, नीचे ही मेरे पास नहीं है, नीचे ही मेरे पास नहीं है. Right, so what I will do over here is I will add a local. So since I have to add a local path, right, so I have added a local path over here, right, I have added local path and I will say index 2. Okay, I'll add a local path and I'll say index 2. Now see, if I am clicking on this index 2, see, it is opening index 2 wala part, right? See, right? So that's how you can link two pages. That's how you can link two pages. Done. Any problem so far? बोलो. Links clear है? Open YouTube. ये लो, हो गया YouTube. Open Google. Open Insta. Open second page. ये लीजिए, सब कुछ ओपन हो गया. ये इंस्टा हो गया, ये हो गया, ठीक है. देन ये हो गया, ये हो गया. राइट, एवरीथिंग इज गेटिंग ओपन. नो वरीज, एवरीथिंग इज गुड टू गो. चलें आगे. Shall we move ahead, guys? Link tag is done. Link tag is done. Bhai, how to access the on GitHub? I will tell you once I will upload the code on GitHub. Then I will let you know. Okay, ji. What is search engine optimization, Vishwajit? In shorter terms, I can say that whenever you search any website, okay, whenever you search for any website, right, so the ranking of your website, key on what rank your website will come, right, that is being done by search engine optimization. So what you are doing, you're optimizing your website ka search, okay, you're optimizing your website ka search, basically to get your website ranked, to get your website rank on browser, right, you do search engine optimization, SE. ठीक है जी, नहीं है पॉकेट में. Just a minute, guys. Okay, done. So buttons, right? Let us now come to buttons. Yeah, buttons I guess explain करने की जरूरत है नहीं. It's very simple. Like what is a button? So I'll simply use like this. Right, so for button we have a button tag, right? We have a button tag and hello, I am a button. Simple. It's so simple that we have a button tag over here. See, this is a button. This is acting as a button over here. Cool है? Cool है? Hello, I am a button. Simple. Underscore parent, यार वो parent में खुलवाएगा, वो उसका इतना ज़्यादा यूज आता नहीं है. Don't go for underscore self underscore parent, right? It's not that यूजफुल. ओके, अभी तक के लिए. क्लास कब तक चलेगी? क्लास 8 बजे तक चलेगी भाई. ओके जी, यहां तक एनीबडी एनी डाउट? नहीं होना चाहिए आई गेस. बटन टैग ही तो बताया है. बटन टैग के बाद वी हैव टाइटल, राइट? वी हैव टाइटल टैग. ओके, वी हैव टाइटल टैग. सो टाइटल टैग हमने ऑलरेडी यहां पे यूज करा हुआ है. एज यू कैन सी ओवर हियर डॉक्यूमेंट दिख रहा है. दिस इज द टाइटल टैग. नाउ वेयर इट इज यूज्ड, वेयर यू कैन सी दिस, राइट? So you can see it over here. ये देख रहे हो ऊपर टैब में. Can you see over here document? It is written document. Can you see document written over here? Right? So this is what a title tag is. So also if I change it to something like this, right? If I change it to something like this, you can see it is written over here, right? So this is what a title tag. So whatever name you want to show on the tab, right? जो tab का नाम तुम दिखाना चाहते हो, right? The name of tag that you want to show is known as the title tag. I have a request you to please take project from us hands-on. Hands-on project, Disha, I guess 15th and 16th we have a hands-on project on HTML CSS. जहां तक मुझे याद है 15th या 16th को ही है. Let me see. 15th 16th को ही है जहां तक, if I'm not wrong, I guess. Let's upgrade पे ही है. So we have a HTML CSS session on 15th 16th as I guess. राइट, लेट्स सी, एक बार कंफर्म हो जाएगा. HTML CSS पे ही जहां तक मुझे याद नहीं है एग्जैक्टली. बट है तो सही यार, कहीं तो है, यही है ना? हाँ ये रहा ना. So yes, we have a session. See, 15th को and 16th को we have a HTML CSS का Netflix and Netflix वाला session, right? So we would be building Netflix clone using HTML CSS, right? So you guys can join this session. I would be taking this session, okay? I only would be. हाँ हाँ, मैं ही करा रहा हूँ, मैं ही करा रहा हूँ. Okay, सर्वेश मैं ही करा रहा हूँ. So this is HTML CSS के through Netflix clone 15th and 16th. Okay, I am taking this session, right? So you guys can join this session. Okay, no worries. चलो. Okay, जी. So this is button tag. Okay, this is button tag. Hello, John. We'll see who is this. I'm not. I don't remember you. Hi. What? Who is John? We'll see. I don't remember you. Okay. So yeah. Buttons done. Titles done. Header tag. So header. What is header? What is header? Again, what do you understand by header? So let me just show you. Let me just show you. Would be more easier for you to understand what is header. Again, let's come to YouTube only. So if you can see over here, this part, the part where you can see search bar and this create button and this profile button, this premium and this is known as header, right? This complete section, the complete top wala section, this complete top wala section is known as header part, right? Jahan pe you can see this premium, this search bar, create button, notification button, my icon. This complete top is known as header. Okay, this complete known as header. Okay, ji, this is header, and we make this header. This is to make this we use a specific tag which is header tag. Okay, ji, which is header tag. तो ये हो गया. फुटर भी ऐसा ही होता है, बस वो नीचे सबसे लास्ट वाला होता है. Footer is सबसे लास्ट वाला, in which what you do, footer in footer you give some important links, your address bar and all those things. ये सब बनाएंगे. We will make all these things, right? I will, when we will be doing CSS वाला ना, then we will be making all these things. Don't worry. Nav bar again, जहाँ पे आपके home, जैसे home, about us section, home section, right? ये सब कुछ हमारा nav bar में आता है. टेबल्स, अभी टेबल्स कल करते हैं, टेबल्स वगैरह, लिस्ट, टेबल्स, इनपुट. हाँ, इनपुट कर लेते हैं अभी के लिए. इनपुट वी कैन डू. सो इफ यू वांट टू टेक एनी इनपुट फ्रॉम यूजर, राइट? इफ यू वांट टू टेक एनी इनपुट फ्रॉम यूजर, okay, so there is simple input tag, right? There is an input tag. Now over here we have separate types. So input type is password, then input type with email, right? Then input type with say number, okay. Then input type say और क्या होता है? टेक्स्ट, पासवर्ड, ईमेल, नंबर. मेजर तो यही होते हैं, मेजर तो यही होते हैं. क्या हो गया, क्यों सॉरी बोल रहा है इतना? और तो चल ठीक है, इतने कितने करते हैं अभी के लिए. सो सी, दीज आर सर्टेन इनपुट्स. सो व्हेन यू वांट एनी यूजर, राइट, when you want any user to do some input, right, when you want to take input from user, you use input tag, and again it's self closing tag. So जहां पे reload, हाँ, ये देखिए जी, ये मेरा पासवर्ड टाइप का इनपुट है, ये मेरा टेक्स्ट टाइप का इनपुट है. सी, अब नॉर्मल टेक्स्ट टाइप के इनपुट में मैं अल्फाबेट डाल सकता हूँ, ये डाल सकता हूँ, ठीक है, स्पेशल कैरेक्टर वगैरह कुछ भी डाल सकता हूँ, राइट, कुछ भी डाल सकता हूँ. Then this is my email, right? So @gmail.com, this is my email वाला. This is number वाला, जिसमें अगर मैं कुछ भी अल्फाबेट लिखूंगा, my alphabet will not work in this number input, right? But only one alphabet will work, that is E. One alphabet will work, that is E, right? तो E क्यों वर्क करता है? Again you will tell me why E is working. Yes, we have more. याद आ गया, radio buttons, input type radio, right? Then we have an input type, say date. We have an input type, say time, right? So we have all these types of inputs. As you can see, this radio button, ओके, दिस इज अ डेट पिकर, दिस इज अ टाइम पिकर. तो ये सारे अपन लोग यहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं, राइट. राइट. सो हाँ, अगेन ये सब एक्सप्लोर करने ला. So I've just told you basic input tags. Now here we have one important, I can say, attribute which you should use, right? An important attribute is placeholder. Okay, so this is placeholder. So suppose I'll write, say, text over here, text, then I'll write, say, password over here, then I'll write, say, email over here, then I'll write, say, number over here, right? So what will happen, as you can see, now you can see a placeholder, right? Now you can see a placeholder which will get erased once you start typing, right? So once you start typing, your placeholder will be removed and the value will come, right? So basically you must have seen this placeholder, right? You must have seen this placeholder which is used to tell the user that okay, what value you need to take input, right? What value you need to do input, right? कि इस particular text box में आपको कौन सी value input करनी है, right? कौन सी value input करनी है. Sir, how, who to use grid, sir, please tell us. Vinod, I will not tell the grid. Okay, I will not tell the grid. Why I'll not tell the grid? Because I feel Flex is more important and Flex is more easy to understand and Flex is more easy to use as compared to grid. Okay, so that's why I'll tell Flex. I'll not tell grid. Okay, I'll tell Flex. I'll not tell grid. थैंक यू सो मच गाइज, थैंक यू. सर हाउ मल्टीपल कर्सर. अच्छा, मल्टीपल कर्सर कैसे आए? सी, आपको जहां जहां पे कर्सर चाहिए जस्ट प्रेस ऑल्ट, ऑल्ट दबा के जहां जहां पे आपको कर्सर चाहिए वहां वहां पे क्लिक कर दो, यू विल गेट मल्टीपल कर्सर्स, राइट. जस्ट क्लिक ऑन ऑल्ट, ऑल्ट दबा करके जस्ट क्लिक जहां जहां पे आपको मल्टीपल कर्सर्स चाहिए, यू विल गेट मल्टीपल कर्सर्स बाय प्रेसिंग ऑल्ट. ऑल्ट को प्रेस करके you can get multiple cursors. Sir, please reply in Python, Django, JavaScript is important to get a job or not. Oh, see, if you're doing Python Django, then go with Python Django. Why JavaScript is important? But I must say JavaScript is must add skill tech stack in your bag. JavaScript should be must in your bag. JavaScript बहुत important है यार. JavaScript बहुत ज़्यादा important है. When you are going with Python Django, you are limiting yourself. But when you are going with JavaScript, you are not limiting yourself. You are open to anything. You are open to your front end. You are open to back end. You are open to everything. Okay. Now let me put this code on GitHub. Okay. Let me put this code on GitHub so that you guys can have a link. Okay. New repo. Okay, guys. और बताओ दोस्तों, क्या चल रहा है जिंदगी में? कुछ नई ताजी खबर किसी के पास? I'll simply go to terminal, new terminal. Gitnet, git add space dot. अरे यार, ठीक है जी. Copy this, paste it, done. LinkedIn ID, मेरी LinkedIn ID तुम्हें GitHub से ही मिल जाएगी. You can take my LinkedIn ID from GitHub. Okay जी. Here is the code, guys. Here is the code. I am sending the link to LetsUpgrade. Maybe LetsUpgrade, can you please share this link? Right. And if you want to see my LinkedIn ID, you can visit my profile, and मेरी profile पे here is my LinkedIn ID. You can see my LinkedIn ID from here. Okay. If I want to learn LLM modules, then what I wanted to do? If you want to learn LLM modules, start learning with Python. Python से start कर दो यार. LLM के लिए Python important है बहुत ज़्यादा. Right? Bootstrap or Tailwind, which framework would you suggest? When it comes to choice between Bootstrap and Tailwind, I will go with Tailwind. But my personal favorite is Material UI. I would highly suggest Material UI. Good suction. We know that's not good suction, buddy. It's good session. Okay. Anyways, you can find me on LinkedIn from here, right? And here is my profile. Here is my repository. You can see the repository over here. This is HTML CSS Bootcamp LU, right? आज का कोड सारा मिल जाएगा, बाकी के 3 दिन का कोड भी मिल जाएगा. ओके जी. तो थैंक यू सो मच बर्बाद इंसान. Thank you so much. Okay guys, so I guess let's upgrade. Anam, if you're there, I'm done with the my part. You can continue with your part for attendance and all if you're there. Stop sharing. Hey Anam. Yeah, CRA is officially retired. Yes, Utpal, CRA is officially retired. Yes, you should use White, or I guess you should use Next.js now. How to use GitHub? I'm not sure how to use GitHub. Okay guys, then we'll meet you again in the next session. Okay, so I guess we'll meet you again in the next session, and just get some doubts. If you have any doubts, you just come to me with your doubts. We'll take that first, and then we will start with the tomorrow session. Okay, so okay guys, मिलते हैं आपसे कल. Bye bye. Good night everyone. Take care. Share your repository. I've shared my repository. See, in Let's Upgrade, I shared the repository link. Okay. So, let's upgrade. I guess we are good to end the session. Bye, everyone.